Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep, welcome back to Pacific Paradise, and welcome back to this island we find ourselves on. Last time we came back from our mission, we were scouting other islands in order to search for balls, lots and lots of balls, because we wanted to make a small fast raft, but my back hurts, my leg hurts, my foot, everything hurts from the shoulders down, and I'm thinking, why don't we just have like a Pro D day, like a teacher training day? We've survived 141 days in this playthrough, that's kind of fun. Yeah, why don't we just mess around in the dev console, smash some things together and just see what breaks. So currently we are on our custom island. This is Dizzy's Return. It is a big island, huge island, some would say. It is available on Steam Workshop, but you have to go to the Steam store page in order to get to the Stranded Deep Steam Workshop. And it's a link on the right hand side near the bottom, and then you'll find everyone's maps. Everyone who's uploaded a map, they'll be there. And there'll be the Stranded Deep map pack by Overdrive Theatre, which has this and all the other maps we've made on the channel. But wait, there's more. Yeah, we're running a bunch of mods, including Cat's Items. And if you want to know what all the mods we're running are, well, go and look in the comments section below and it'll be the pinned post. When I remember to pin it, because sometimes I'm, well, a little absent-minded. Anyway, do we need to eat and drink? Sort of. Not really. So I've put the headset on because it allows us to do one thing. If we look at this shadow, I can press X and turn the headlamp on. So I'm gonna just grab us / and then we're gonna type in dev.god, and now we're in God mode. What does that get us? We get to fly. We get to fly like Superman. So I think what we can do now, if we want to just mess around for a session, is explore the way the island works. And one of the fun things is, if you've ever played first-person shooter, and somebody's been running around underneath the map shooting you in the legs, and you're like, I can't see them. Or you've been playing Stranded Deep, and a shark has been swimming around under the island and it grabs you by the ankles and drags you out to sea, and it's like, I can't see the shark. What can the shark see? What can the person under the map see? Well, we should be able to find that out, because these really big islands, the island mesh, the sand, doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. So if we're very good about how we do this, we should be able to go down and find a way somehow under the mesh. I'm a little bit lost. Oh, I'm very lost. I got turned around. Wow, okay, let's try this again. Without getting turned around, I think this tree is the thing. Yeah, we're gonna go down. Down, till we hit this, and then scoot around the outside until we see the mesh go up. And then if we go up, we should be able to find a way up under the island. Here we are. So this is next to the cave. This is the cave from under the map. You can see all this stuff here. That's the grass texture. That is where the dirt is. So we can see through from underneath, because the sand texture, the grass texture, everything that you would normally run around on is only rendered from one side. You only have texture on one side. You don't have texture on the other side. Bottom of the tree. There we go. That's what you see when you're under a map. And it's not just Stranded Deep. It's first-person shooters. It's most games that you play. Sharks swimming around under here. Well, yeah, they would be seeing all of this. This here is just a building up on the surface. You can kind of see where the grass texture sort of ends. And we've got a yucca up there as well. But this is just a boat. That's a boat we put in the map editor. What we can do is go underneath the rocks. And the rocks are just open from below. What? Yeah, because you don't need to render the insides of the rocks, the bottom of the rocks. Now, if we were to go up now, we would just end up inside the tunnel. So let's go and grab some air. Boop. Now, a little bit of air, because there's this spooky thing underwater. This is where our farms are. This is all under our farm. And this is the sea fort. I'm not going to go too far inside, because we could legit get lost and straight up die. We're in God mode, but we can still drown. The house! Yeah, these are all the foundations of the house. So the house's foundations are all down here, all the little legs and stuff. Oh, there's a spooky container ship as well. Yeah, because I just used the mast for a little bit of interest above. But how do you leave? Very simple. pick a direction and swim through the sand. If you ever find yourself underneath the map, just swim out. Literally swim out, and you can't go back down again. Boop. So we can't go back in. We would have to dive deep and then swim under the edge of the map in order to get back under there. So this here, that's the boat that we were looking at. So that was the boat, and the yucca is... Let's turn this off. dv.god, because that's a little bit... We're zooping around too much. Yeah, that's the yucca. That's the yucca that we just looked at. So this building, there's a whole boat down there. I'm just going to turn the headlamp off because we don't need that. And then those rocks that we were looking up under the underside of, well, that was all this. So that's cool. That's cool. And what about the farm? Oh, let's go and have a look at that quick. Let's go and have a look at that. So everything looks flush with the surface, but yeah, that stuff is all down there. That stuff is definitely down there. Now, the game shouldn't render it because we can't see it. It should be not occluded, but culled. So any surface that you can't see where there's an object in the way, it should just be culled. So yeah, this is the top of a giant fortress which is down under our feet. But wait, there's more. Yes! I said we were messing around, and we will mess around. We also check our vitals because we could legit die here if we don't keep an eye on things. Actually, no. Why don't we just summon some stuff in? dv.con console space true. I was just like, wait a minute, how do you spell console? console. Yeah, I got it. / So it's backslash to open up the command prompt, and / to open up this. Oh, we can just summon a bunch of stuff. Canned beans, yeah, why not? Let's summon that. And grab ourselves some beans. Done. Oh, we're going to get absolutely murdered by the sun. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Medicine. I mean, this is stuff that we could do. Ally salve. There we go. This is cheating. Well, yes, but if you are playing around and you are needing to test something out, like you've made a map and you need to test out how the map is working, you don't want to be bothered by the sun. The sun! When you're testing your map. So those commands are really useful when you have something, especially something this size. But wait, there's more. Yeah, let's turn on God mode back on. dv.god. Can you die in God mode? Yeah, you can drown. You can get eaten by a shark. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up a long way, in fact. And I'm going to summon something. You can see all the islands around us. All the billboards. I thought they were flat. No, you can kind of see from up here. It's a bunch of sprites and then like a flat island. And then there are some bits and pieces like really low res ship texture over there. But our island is still fully rendered and realized. So why don't we go / I want to find... So we've got some sharks here. Can we summon a whale? Create prefab. Boom. Is it a whale? It's a bowl of petunias. A bowl of petunias, thought. Not again. Oh, it disappeared. Okay. So that disappeared. It was like, I don't think I should be here, but it didn't fall out of the sky. I wonder if we can summon it closer to the... Oh, wait, no, it did fall out of the sky. I just saw its tail. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So in the early version of the game, this was a bit of a problem. Because whales sometimes did spawn close to your island, and what they would do is they would try and circle around the player because, well, that's what whales do. They much like sharks, they swim in a circle around the player, and that tail is a physical object, so it comes out of the sand and it bats all your stuff around. And where that whale's going to end up, I have no idea. No earthly idea. Can we summon one a little closer to home? Yeah, we can just go forward, create prefab, and then back up. And whale will straight up. Yeah? So how long he stays there, I'm not entirely sure. But they don't fall from the sky because the animals don't seem to obey gravity. And we know this. When we've seen pigs fly, pigs literally flying. I noticed this some time ago, in fact, when, like in a really early version of the game, I was going to an island and then the sharks spawned up in the air and they just spent ages just coming down from the sky. This guy appears to... He is dropping down, but the pathing has got stuck. He doesn't know where to go. And when the pathing of the AI gets stuck, it just goes in a circle like that. It's like, I shouldn't be... Oh, there's another whale. 2 whales. There you go. Both whales here. That whale is in the water and is swimming around underneath the island. This whale is kind of stuck. Just a little stuck. He'll sort it out. What time of day is it? Oh. dv.time space 9. Nope, that's time. dv.time space 9. This is why I can never be a Time Lord. What? The sharks do it as well? I mean, I could tell you or I could just show you. Let's go back up over the island. Yes, let's go back over the island. All right, cool. Let us summon... I was like, should we just go and look at the whales underneath the island first? Oh, you know what? You know what? We could try that if I could work out my way under the island. I think it's here. Down, 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 all the way. Look up. Yes, here somewhere, isn't it? Go up, 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 up. Boat. Get some air. Oh, that's the wrong place. That was the wrong place to get air. All right, because we just emerged from. We kind of stick to the sand if we don't do it right. Scoot round. Okay, here. See if we can find something we recognize. That's the boat. Which boat is that? There's a whale. There's the whale. Whale's just like having a chill time, swimming through all the debris. It does not care. This is why the whales tend to spawn way out in deep water. Straight up doesn't care, and it's a humpback, if anyone asked. I think this is Gracie. The other one's George. Don't know where it went. Cool. Well, since... Boop. Let's not drown. Yeah, let's summon a shark. See if it does the same thing. Just go up towards the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Right. /. Ooh. So the mod stuff is down here as well if you wanted to summon the mod stuff from Cat's items. We got a bunch of things here. Vehicle bits and pieces. Snake. Why would you want a snake? Snake. Even the snake doesn't fall. Yeah, snake's just wiggling like furiously. Takes no fall damage. And is now underneath the house. Wonderful. Well, I'm not saving this. I'm not saving it! I'm not going to save it. Okay, let's get some more altitude. Okay. And let's summon a great white. Shark. Great white! Alright, let's see what happens. Boom! Yeah, the great white will probably, straight up, just swim down all the way without... Oh! No, it didn't! I guess we're too high. Did it snap into the island? It did! So the whales are still trying to center themselves on us. And the great white is there, just swimming through the sand like a proper sand shark. Can he get us? Oh, what was that? I think that was us emerging from the water, or it's... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see if we can summon him a little closer to the bottom. Great prefab. Boom. Are you going to go all the way down? Whoops, we're going to go all the way up. Well, ain't that a thing? Yep. So they don't fall. I mean, they fall, but they swim. They don't just, like, fall from the sky. Complete to a swim sound. And then he just gently glides into the water, spends a moment... The other shark's out here now. I don't think the other shark can go back under the island. I'm not sure. I think it's the same rules that we had earlier when we were underneath the island. once they pop out, they shouldn't be able to go back in. Okay, yeah, he's now just swimming around. The other one is... I don't know what's going to happen because they technically shouldn't attack us. We're in God mode. Technically, they should just swim around the player. Like in curiosity mode. I'm not sure. I'm not getting shark music. Whoa, there's two of them. Alright, cool. I'm leaving them alone. Leaving them alone, but what happens if we summon something that we can't... Oh, yep, whale's just rolling. What happens if we summon something we can't just put away? Like a... Well, let's go with... It's distracting. Can we summon a building? Seafort! There we go. Seafort Bridge broken. Seafort 1, Seafort 2. Let's create prefab. Boom! I didn't realize it was going to put it on top of us. Alright, that's fun. Where are we? Oh, we're on top of the house. We're stuck. Alright. I'm going to need to turn God mode off for a second. dev.god. Oh, this is what happens when science collides with us. Oh, we are way up here. Yep. I'll turn the head torch off. So it summons it right on top of you at the steps. I think we're going to need to do that again. The legs on this thing are huge, by the way. I don't know if you've ever... Wow, some people have never seen the seaforts outside of modded maps. You can still create them, still summon them in using the map editor. I don't know if it's going to have any stuff in it, though. Let's see anything. Like loot. They used to have a load of loot in them. They're kind of like the cargo ships. You'd want to find them. Hippity hoppity. And hippity hoppity. But for some reason they were just like, no, we don't want this anymore. Oh, alright. So they took them out of the game. But it was, because there was deep water tile, and it was the one place where you could find a great white shark. It was like a guaranteed find. Dev.god. There you go. So yeah, we just summoned it right on top of us, number 6. Which one was that? That was the Seafort 1? Oop, Seafort 2, okay. Yes, here we go. So what would happen? Can I get out? Can I please get out? Yeah. They don't have it. Oh, okay, so it's missing. There used to be a big yellow ladder that would go down from... sharks. Go down from here, like here. So you would have to anchor your raft at the base of this thing. In deep water, there was no island. With a great white shark swimming around, and then you would have to go up into this. And there were the two types. There was the one with the little bastions around the outside, and there was the other one, like this. And in real life, there were something like 5 of these, and they would put them in the Thames estuary. And one of them was like the fire control tower, and the other ones had anti-aircraft guns on the top. So yeah, fire control, and they were linked with bridges, and we can... These bridges. So these bridges here are from specifically the towers. So they used to link all the towers together. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that we can do this. I've never tried to summon a building in. It just seemed a little bit irresponsible. But speaking of irresponsible, let us try something else. Let's see what we can do. Can we? So we got the plants and stuff. Pines? I don't know. Prefab. Boom. I don't know. And then you do it. Yeah, it seems... Because we've got the maximum number of pines on the island. Ah, interesting. If I wanted to get it, like, into the dirt... Boop. Yeah, no, it's a terrible way of summoning trees onto the island. Because it summons them at chest height, so the tree will always be hovering. Alright. And if you were to save now... Oh, if I were to save now, this would be an absolute ass of an island. You'd have 2 whales, 2 sharks, and a bunch of floating trees, and those things over there. They would stay. Absolutely. In fact, you might find the sharks and whales stay around for several sessions, which is why I am not saving this. Gyro parts, spear gun carbon out. Yeah, we can get the spear guns. Mission eel. Brother. You want to do that? You want to summon a giant eel on your island? I don't know what's going to happen. Let's do it. Boom. Creep prefab. Oh. Oh, I was not expecting that. So one of the boss monsters. That's the... Oh, it's given us the thing as well and the music stopped. That's interesting. So that is the eel's... is it frigate or destroyer? It's a sunken Japanese destroyer. I think that's what it is. And what you would do is you swim down to it. You have to swim down to it, and the eel is inside. Hey, brother. Boom! Oh, it made me jump. Didn't make anyone else jump? I might have pooped a little. Not gonna lie. Where are you, brother? You are squiggling around in the bottom. Of course. He wants to swim down, and of course he will. So, yeah, one of the boss monsters just flying down from the sky under the shadow of all of that stuff with the whales swimming through the arboretum. Neat. He's not as big as I thought he was. I mean, he's a thunderous pain in the bum. But yeah, not as big as... what is going on? Not as big as I thought he was. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that guy was bigger. Huh. Alright. Alright. Well, science is fun, isn't it? This is great, though. I've never seen this above the surface. There's a lot of detail here that you don't normally get to see. You got the... what's that? Oh, I'd say 5-inch gun turrets. They tended to have smaller turrets on them. Yeah, I don't think that's modeled properly, because that kind of looks like... oh, it's a submarine. That's... I think that's supposed to be a submarine. Which means that's an anti-aircraft gun, but that ain't... I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Also, time of day is... let's change the day. dv.time 9. 9's a nice time of day. Alright. You know what? I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do that again. Let's see. What else can we summon? Mission. Oh, the music's changed. Eel. Shark. Creep prepab. Boom. The Meg. The Meg's just like biffing its... oh, that is fast. He is a fast one. Goodbye. You can also jump. He has a jump attack. I don't know if he's going to jump attack through the sand. Technically, yeah. Yep. Jump attack through the sand. So... oh, we got a right little aquarium going on here. What's this thing? This is a humpback whale on its back. They've actually damaged... the model has damage. Bone. Like a bit of a spine there. Ah, interesting. Yeah. And you can walk on this thing when you find them. Wow. We can summon that stupid... I don't want to summon it. Russian squid. Boom. Right, okay, cool. Whoa. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Hey, brother. How are you doing? Oscar the Great. Right, cool. Yeah, he's super annoying. And also... not falling. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's got a spear in him. I was trying to look at that spear. There is a spear in him. Whoa. Okay, he is big. That is a big un. Ooh, he's a big un. He does have more health than all of the other bosses. Annoyingly, and he has a whip attack. Perhaps we don't want to go that close, but yeah, look. That thing is a physics object. I was not expecting that to fall from the sky. Oh, wait. They just reset. Why did they reset? And you can see the tracking device on his dorsal fin. Can I get a closer look at that spear? Yeah, there it is. So he's got a spear right in him. But he only activates when you get close enough or you hit him. That is a big boy. That is a big boy. Compared to the eel and compared to the Meg, he's a big one. Alright, cool. Excellent. So yeah, we've looked at the dev console. Definitely save your game if you're on... It's accessible on PC version of the game. I don't think it's accessible on the console version. I'm not sure. I don't have a console later than like an N64. No, I lie. I've got a Nintendo Wii, but it's not available on that. But if you are going to be messing around with the dev console, it's fun, but definitely save your game first, and then don't make the mistake of summoning a bunch of stuff, turning your island into a weird-ass version of SeaWorld, which is in itself already weird and ass, and then make the mistake of accidentally saving, because you'll have to live with this nightmare. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, because this was kind of cool to look at. Some things have physics, some things don't. Things that you imagine would drop from the sky, like whales, just don't. But yeah, those guys are going to stick around, unless we just leave and not save. If you got to this point in the video and you're like, oh, I really like this is fun, definitely leave a little like, leave a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want notifications, ding on the bingo. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell, and I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time. Oh, I'll talk to you.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
And that's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? This shit is pumped out of government vehicles.
She did it herself. Pumped it out. She's proud of it too.
Wait. Can we just jump on a chairlift? Okay then, here we go.
Now, the towering peak of the Eagle's Nest is really an honest-to-God volcano. And the last time it exploded, it spat out the highlands themselves.
This is incredible. I feel like I'm flying.